Hello students, today we are going to know about the terms related to our machine winding. So, here our topic is terms related to machine winding. So, I think you have basic idea about windings. So, just I am here reviewing them. So, first one is a conductor. What is a conductor? The active length or part that experiences magnetic field to produce EMF. In our electrical machines, a conductor is a length of material which experiences magnetic field to produce EMF. So, this part here, the part which is experiencing the magnetic field is called conductor. Here this part, this portion, this extra portion which is connecting two conductor sides is called overhang, that I have written here. And so, the conductor is active length or part that experiences magnetic field to produce EMF. So, this is conductor. So, the conducting materials we use for our electrical machines are copper or aluminum. So, since these are highly conductive materials, we use copper or aluminum for conductors. So, copper is having high conductivity compared to aluminum. So, copper is also having high cost compared to aluminum. Okay. Depends on the application and the rating, we use these two windings. Okay. And next one is turn. What is a turn? The two coil sides, the two conductor sides are connected through overhanging. So, this part, this extra part is called overhang. So, this complete combination is called a turn. That means a turn consisting of two conductors. This is one conductor, this is another conductor. Okay. Our turn has two conductors. So, if I have 10 conductors, the number of turns will be half of conductors, that is 10 by 2, 5. So, I will have 5 turns if there are 10 conductors. So, each conductor is twisted like a turn. Okay. Our turn has two conductors. So, this is about turn. You can see number of turns equal to Z by 2. Z is total number of conductors. Okay. Our next important term is a coil. What is a coil? If we connect the number of turns in series, that combination is called coil. So, here you can see this is a conductor that I am going to wind it like this. Up to this it is a one turn, and I am going to connect another turn in series with the first turn. So, this is another turn, and I am going to connect another turn. If I go on connecting the turns in series, this combination is called coil. Okay. And the last term is winding. What is winding? When these coils are connected together, when number of coils are connected together, that combination is called winding. Okay. These are the terms related to our electrical machine winding. So, next I am going to tell you the types of winding. Okay. So, first of all, let me draw a machine here. This is not circular, I can say. Let us consider it as circle. Okay. Here we have this part is rotor, this part is stator. So, we will be having slots on the rotor, stator. So, these are the slots, I can say. So, this is a cross sectional view of a machine. So, this is shaft, this is rotor, and this is stator. You can see slots made on the stator as well as rotor. Okay. So, this is a angular view. If I make this to a linear view, that will become like this. If I make that as linear, this is stator, and this will be our rotor. So, this is stator, this is rotor, that is angular one, this is linear one. Okay. So, this is about angular and linear. So, for that, now I am going to tell you what is single layer winding. What is single layer winding? Okay. The name itself indicating that there is one layer. If I keep one layer in one slot, okay, if I keep one layer in one slot, this type of winding is called single layer winding. Then what is double layer winding? Okay, if I keep two coil sides in one slots, this is one coil side. Okay, this is one conductor side, and this is two conductor sides. If I keep one coil side, this is single layer winding. If I keep two coil sides, this is double layer winding. This coil will be connected opposite to this one. If this is A1, this will be A2. If these are B1, B2, sorry, this is A1, this is A1 dash. If these are B1 and B2, the opposite will be B1 dash, B2 dash. So this is one coil side, this will be another coil side. These two will be connected using overhangs. So okay, these two will be connected using overhangs. So these two will be connected using overhangs. Okay, this is one coil side, this is another coil side. So these two will make a turn or a coil. Okay, if I keep one coil side in one slot, that is single layer winding, or if I keep two coil sides in one slot, that is double layer winding. Okay, next, pole pitch. So let me take 4 poles. This is north, south, north, south. Okay, this is a 4-pole machine, I can say. Okay, so what is pole pitch? The name itself indicating pole pitch. Pitch means the distance, pole means the distance between two poles. Okay, so the definition is the angular displacement, the angular distance between two poles is called pole pitch. Okay, this is pole pitch. Angular distance between two adjacent poles is called pole pitch. Okay, I am writing here the angular distance between two adjacent poles is pole pitch. Okay, the angular distance between two adjacent poles, this is important. Okay, these are the two adjacent poles. The angular distance between two adjacent poles is called pole pitch, and its value is always equal to 180 degrees electrical. These are electrical degrees. I will prove this later. Okay, this value is always equal to 180 degrees electrical. This is one of the important questions for any competitive exam. You will see one question like what is the pole pitch value, that is 180 degrees electrical. Okay, this is regarding pole pitch. Okay, what is coil span? Now what is coil span? What is coil span? Okay, I have already told you. So this is one coil side, the another coil side is this one. Okay, the distance between two coil sides is called coil span. That's it. So this is one coil side, this is another coil side. Okay, these two are connected with overhangs. Okay, this is placed in one slot and this is placed in another slot. These two are separated. Okay, this is A1 dash, this is A1, this is A1 dash. Okay, this is placed in one slot, this is placed in another slot. The distance between two coil sides is called coil span, right? The distance between coil side 1 and coil sides 2 is called coil span. Okay, now what is pole pitch? Pole pitch is, let me say, this is north pole and this is south pole, the adjacent south pole. Okay, the distance between, the angular distance between two adjacent poles is called pole pitch, right? The angular distance between two adjacent poles is called pole pitch. This is coil span. So okay, now I am going to take the relation between these two and I can make the definitions called full pitch winding and short pitch winding. What is full pitch winding? Okay, if our coil span, that means the two conductor sides are placed in a distance which is equal to pole pitch, that winding is called full pitch winding. That is, if coil span equal to pole pitch, this winding is called full pitch winding. That means the full pitch is being used here. Okay, if the coil span is equal to pole pitch, this winding is called full pitch winding. That means I am going to place one conductor here and other coil side, this is one coil side and the other coil side is, I am going to place this apart pole pitch distance. Okay, if I keep the other coil side of this conductor at a distance which is equal to pole pitch, this type of winding is called full pitch winding. Okay. Then what is short pitch winding? You can say, what is short pitch winding? If our coil span is less than our pole pitch, this type of winding